Okay, hold up. What is even going on? Oh my god. I thought it would be alright, but yeah, it wouldn't be one of my streams if there weren't any technical issues at the start. Why is the cinematic view not doing what it should do? This is starting to get annoying. We've tested it last time. It worked perfectly fine. No problem. And for some reason, now it doesn't. TP add P. No. Execute add a type marker tag not last. Run TP add P. Yeah, okay, this one doesn't count though. Wait, is the marker supposed to stay here? Wait, let me sort nearest. Limit 1. Okay, limit doesn't even make sense, right? Okay, so apparently all of these markers have the last tag, even though they were only marked 7 times. Which makes no sense at all. Also, my AFK timer is not really reliable. Okay, so wait, if I set last can to 10, it gets set back to 0. If I now TP myself, okay, it teleports me to. Why is the cinematic camera on now? Turn it off. Okay. Okay, now I was teleported and last cam didn't count up. Yeah, I just had to add something that the views repeat less often. And now nothing works anymore. But all of this makes no sense at all. I have no idea what's even going on. Okay, so if I teleport this, okay, so this technically should have the last marker. Data, get entity, add a type marker, limit 1, sort nearest. No, it doesn't have the what? Execute add a. Wait. Sort nearest. This is not the nearest. That makes no sense. Stop it. So checks if the marker does not have the tag last. This marker does not have the tag last. And if I now teleport to the nearest marker that doesn't have the tag last, I get teleported down here. What is even going on? At this point, I don't even know anymore. Wait, give me a moment. Can you even hear me? Yes, you can, okay. I didn't even do a sound check because this confused me so much. And let me also, if I, now I'm loud. Hello, test. Okay, let me turn this. Okay. So I had it too far up. I had my gain on my microphone too far up, which is why you could hear background noises. Which is, of course, not what I want to have. Okay, so now what is going on? Execute add at e type marker tag not last sort nearest. So execute the command add a marker that does not have a specific tag and is nearest to what? S at P maybe? No, still not. That is so weird. Can you type add twice? Yes, you can. Still teleports me down here. So something is clearly not working. We are that far. We know about that. Okay, so let's just say player set cinematic manager 1. Let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we teleported a 10th time, but it didn't update the last cam scoreboard. This is so weird. What is going on? Okay, so we have where does the last cam get placed? Timer. Must be one up here, right? Yeah, scoreboard players add last cam manager 1. So this adds to the scoreboard. If that was successful, afterwards it adds a new last tag. And it removes the tag cam. And all of that makes sense. And now we need the function that resets everything once last cam hits 10 right here. Executive score, cinematic manager matches 0, run score player set, last cam 0. And we need a follow-up command that says tag at a type marker tag last remove last. Okay. Oh, so now we can keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay, but we are at one spot for double the amount of time. Either we're too fast or yeah, sometimes it doesn't even change the view at all. Let me turn this off again. And we can increase the time just a little bit. Double it. 40. Okay, now. Yes. Works. And now it didn't do anything. And that was on last cam 0. Okay. So at least we now know when it happens. It happens every time the the last cam scoreboard gets set back to 0. Which is every time all of these have been... Okay, let's do this a little bit differently. Let's remove this comment block. And instead... I cannot... Okay, anyways, I'll just copy it like that. Let me flip all of these downwards. Wait, no. Stack is better. Okay. Stack all of these. Should all have the comment, right? Yes. Um. Okay, that should technically, hopefully, work. If I now turn the cinematic camera on, last cam 1, last cam 2, but we didn't change views for some reason. Why is that? Okay, I want another way to track on which cam exactly we are right now. So let's go player set current cam manager 1. Also, maybe I should relocate some of these scoreboards. We don't need to have all of these in a manager because it makes it way harder to look at. Yeah, let's create a new scoreboard and we call that cinematic as well. And scoreboard objectives add cinematic dummy. Yeah, that's fine. Scoreboard objectives set display sidebar cinematic. Okay. And in here we are counting up for every single camera view there is, so that we have an easier time checking later. Okay, so if I run this, wait, let me cinematic stack this one. Did it? Yes, it did. Okay. And now instead of checking in the manager, we check in the cinematic scoreboard. Okay, already gets set to 0. So that would also automatically mean that all tags should be removed, which means if I now turn this on, cam 9, cam 10, cam 5, 7, 3, 6, 8, 6. Okay, we are counting up, and nothing happens because I forgot to edit some comment blocks. I really didn't want to do comment block stuff today, but I guess here we are. So wait, so what was it? Yeah, right, this one. If score cinematic, no, cinematic is right. Manager matches 0 runs scoreboard player set last cam cinematic 0. Okay, that's correct. We can live with that. Wait, now last cam got reset. Oh no, it's because it's because I reset this, right? But that's not quite where we want to be. I might need to rewrite all of this after stream, or I don't know, I don't even know when. Let's run through this again one more time. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we are getting views again, so that means that the tags did get removed. But is it because I deactivated the cinematic view, or is it... Okay, it is because I deactivated it. Something about the reset function is not working. Which is this one. Execute if score cinematic manager matches 0. Okay, it makes sense that it doesn't get reset because nothing is telling it to reset back to 0. Why should it? Right? Wait, don't tell me this has been the entire issue this entire time. If this is literally it, that would be so painful. Okay, if score last cam cinematic matches 10. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And now we should keep going, just like normal. Current cam is 4. Last cam is now 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it got reset. Okay. But why did it have a delay? It never got back to 0. It stayed at 10 and then jumped back to 1. But it should reset the moment it hits 10, right? Or did I mess up? Was I blind? That could have also happened. Where is it? Last cam 10, 0. Okay, okay, okay. That is fine. It is working. Which also means we could... Yeah, let's take this one out. Push this one up because it's actually quite convenient to have. I will copy this and we can insert it back in because we don't need to have it everywhere now. And if it doesn't work again now, I am going to be mad. Let's turn cinematic view on. Current cam 1. Wait. Wait, hold up, hold up, hold up. Stop it. Last cam is not changing at all. Oh no, it's because it's still set on manager, not on cinematic. Okay, that was my bad. Now let's look at the manager and reset some of these scoreboards to make some room. Scoreboard players, reset last cam manager, and we can also reset. Well, we cannot really reset anything else right now, but that's it. It's a beginning. So let's put the sidebar back to cinematic and activate the sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it should be 0. 0, yes, right. And it counts back up. Okay, so we fixed it, I hope. But I mean, last time I also thought that I fixed it and then it broke afterwards anyways, so... Yeah, honestly, let's just, while we're at it, let's take the time to... I never really started stream, right? Okay, now that we're already here, there's no real reason to go back to the starting screen. Yeah, I want to clean up this view a little bit. Okay, so what we can get rid of is S2D and S1D. We can change that over. That should be the stream start time, alright. Yes. And if we just put it on, do we have another scoreboard for that? Or do we create another scoreboard for that? We create another one. Scoreboard objective add. But this feels kind of unnecessary to create a new objective just for 2 scores. Anything else we can put in there? I would like to keep the timers on the manager because having them somewhere else also means that I could call them timer 1, all of them again. Okay, you know what? I'm not here to do comment block stuff right now. That was not the plan. Let's set manager 1. Hey look, stream is starting in 5 seconds. It's only been 20 minutes. Oh man, okay. Okay, let's check if changing it to 2 works. Be right back. That is correct. And we are still loading in new cams. And if I set it to 0, the cinematic camera is still on. Oh yeah, no, right, I remember I did that on purpose. And I did that because I don't even remember, but I know that I did it. Yeah, right, it only sets these 2 back so that we can go into cinematic view without having to activate the hotkey. But now the next question is, I have set it to 0, why is Be Right Back still playing? Be Right Back should be set to 0, as we can see here. Execute if score underscore manager matches 0, run scoreboard player set, Be Right Back manager 0. It stays on 1. Stream start is on 0, so why is Be Right Back? Oh no, because it needs redstone. Okay, that makes sense. Anyone else who still needs redstone? No, seems to be okay. Okay, let's just go back to cinematic camera and turn on shaders. Because originally I wanted to talk about some stuff. Objectives. I can't type again. Stop it. Set sidebar. Okay. And okay, I still messed up because the camera changing is still way too fast. This one, set it back to 200 and here we go. Oh, that was a hard one. Okay. Yeah, where do we even start? Oh, yeah, that stressed me out a lot right now. Okay, yeah, I've, as you have probably by now heard from me, I have started uploading shorts and TikTok videos, and I've also talked about how the algorithm is really doing a good job, and I just wanted to announce that both on YouTube and on TikTok, my newest short has reached 1,000 plus views, which is crazy to me. I never thought that I ever would reach these numbers. I would have been totally fine just staying at just a few hundred. But I know it's not that impressive because it's short form content and that generally generates a lot more views. It's more about how many of these viewers watched the video to the end. But still, it's a crazy big number, and there are not very few likes as well. So yeah, I really really appreciate that. Most of these people probably have never been on my streams and just seen the short videos. So me saying that is kind of thrown into the air, but I still want to say it because yeah, it is a crazy number. And it does make me happy and give me a lot of hope for the future. And tell me that we might actually be able to build a proper community here, which would be very fun. This is my ultimate end goal. I just want to have a fun community, people to talk to, while I work on projects. Isn't that right, YouTube? Oh wait, no, this is just a really quiet song. Okay, so yeah. I don't know if there was more I wanted to talk about, but to be honest, right now I'm not. I'm kind of no longer in the mood to do just chatting for a long time. So I might need to do a way to activate and deactivate the AFK timer quickly. Just adding something back here doesn't really work because sometimes the timer doesn't even need to count up in order for the AFK timer to work. So that would be a waste of time right now. But yeah, I need to do something about that. Last stream we did a lot. We have built this entire fortress and basically finished off most of the details in the lower district of the city. There's still some work left to do, like building this platform and adding maybe some plant life, some actual plant life, not some tall dry bushes. Also, all of the interiors are not even started yet, so there's still a lot of work open for that. But to be honest, I kind of want to move on for now and get back to this once we actually start doing interior. And last time I talked about how, or not last time, but a few streams back, I talked about how I wanted to have another part of this fortress over here. And one thing that just came to my mind that would fit in very well, if I shaved off this entire cliff and made a little pathway that extends all the way to this wall, we could make this the proper city entrance and seal this one off a little bit. Maybe not to the very top, but leave a little hole so that, I don't know, it could, a little viewing platform or what do I know. But I do think I want to make the proper city entranceway this wall. I also think I'm going to remove this pillar of stone gravel because it doesn't really serve the purpose here. Yeah, I overall was not very satisfied with the size of the city. As we can see, like the lower district has so many houses and it feels like a proper city that was being lived in at some point, and it has a lot of character. And then we reached the middle district and it's just a few houses. Nothing more really. And that means I want on one side to change up this entire layout of, or like the entire city layout of the middle district. So getting rid of all of these houses, not getting rid of them, but moving them somewhere else so I can properly plan all of this. And then also I believe that I really love these houses. I like how they look a lot, but they just don't fit in. Let's be real here. They don't fit in. And I could add some green spots on the roofs and make them like falling apart, but the way everything is built that I've built so far is with a lot of depth in mind and a lot of different matching colors and what stuff like that. And these houses just look a little bit too plain. If I look at the side of this, yes, there's still a lot of room to add some extras. There are no doors, there are no windows, barely any windows. But something about these houses is uh, still not, it's not satisfying me. And I don't think I'm going to rebuild all of them, but well, maybe I'll not leave them as they are right now. There's so much potential that I have probably missed. And I want to start today's stream by getting rid of these little frameworks for possible houses that are no longer going to be built because I want to plan around this being the city entrance. Oh, new Axiom version. Maybe later. I clicked on update. I'm an idiot. Okay. But at least I have the website open now. Okay, let's make some room. Doesn't need to be too smooth right now. Still lots of time to actually make this a proper city entranceway. And I want it to be like a small ravine. I know all the areas that I've built so far are some kind of ravine in a way. I kind of like the aesthetic. I don't know. Walking in between two big hills is just, yeah, I really like that. Also, would it be fun if we build a big staircase that leads to the city gate? Could add a lot of personality, though. I think that a lot of modern fantasy cities currently have this big staircase gimmick. So maybe not, but maybe I don't care enough and just do it anyways. Okay, let's just see if I connect this. This is obviously a very steep path upwards, and that wouldn't really support a whole lot of. Or would it? Would it support a lot of buildings if we build it in layers? If I build the city in layers, yes. The question is, would that fit in with the vibe of this entire place in the first place? Because as it stands right now, not really. Like everything is really built on a flat ground. Yeah, we have some staircases, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, I need to be honest, I have no idea as to where I want to take this city. I know that I want to build the city, not how it's going to look in the end. Okay, let's just use the shape tool and connect these spots for now. I don't think. Oh, is it? Is it going to? Oh yes. Okay. Okay. Do we hear in-game sounds? Okay, we do hear in-game sounds. It's just they're really quiet. And you hear them is the better question. Okay, yes, you can. That's good. Okay, it's actually not as steep as I had imagined it to be. Maybe because I kind of cheated with the 3 blocks at the very top right here, but let's ignore that for now. Let's just go with it for now. But I am indeed not sure. If I block this off, we do have enough room for some buildings on both sides. I don't want to make this too open. It is still supposed to be a city entrance that leads to the bigger area, not be the bigger area. So okay, let's move all of these houses up firstly. I just do not like how they stand in here right now. Let's be careful. And just move them up a good chunk. Again, I don't want to delete them. I just want to rework them a little bit and find a better way to place them. I That might be a little bit slow if I do it block or house by house. Let's just build a mask with all of the blocks that we need. Which, to be honest, is a lot, I know. Okay, no, it's the right block. Okay, my bad. Um. Oh no, the roof also. Oh, God, okay. We'll do it by hand. Okay, I'm not rebuilding all that. We can move all of them up at the same time. I just don't want to take too much of the mountain away, because that is still a big part of all of this. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just move it up for now. And then take the rest and move it up as well. Okay, I can't do that. So that's just... I feel like I kind of messed up a little bit. Okay, okay. Oh, how empty it looks all of a sudden. Okay, let's not forget about these. Yeah, again, oh, we do need to build a mask. Okay, I give up. We do it again, and this time we are going to be a lot more careful. And then on this side we should have a block sticking out. Yes, this one. There are no buttons up here. Yo, when I built these houses, I said I'm going to miss some details. And that was... Now we are finding the ones I missed. Okay. Careful, I don't want to have to do all of that again. Okay, now the white blocks. This is a huge mask. Watch me build all of this just to find out that I still missed a block. Yeah, let's do it in two. Doing it all in one is hard. Okay, is that all? Let's find out. Oh, I really did waste my time, didn't I? Okay, now we can still do it. We just need to be a little bit more careful with how I select blocks. Okay. I gave up. I gave up. Yeah. And all of these small details we can just remove for now and replace them later, because this takes up way too much time right now. Okay, move this house up as well, and now that is obviously not correct. Okay, better. Any buttons that I conveniently missed? Yeah, that one. Yeah, I think this part of the house will just have to die. Oh, now I have selection up. But cannot even do that. Why have I built it that way? Okay, and this one is just... I'm going to delete all of this. Sorry. Watch me not even replace these buildings. Okay, so now we have a lot more space. Enough space to plan the city properly this time. Not whatever this layout is. Um, and I know again I'm doing only half of this stuff and then moving on to the next project again. But by now you are probably used to me doing that. Which is not an excuse, I know. Why did you not place? Oh, because, yeah. Bye bye, Mars. All of the work for nothing again. Okay, if we take this as a city entrance, could also carve out more of this mountain. Or maybe not fall into the void. I could have also made the ground a little bit bigger, I know. But I think I want to have towers on the sides here. Maybe a city wall that is open. Not like the one to the lowest district, which is closed. Okay, I just wanted to test if it would. Extrude. Oh wait, that doesn't even work anyways because it's a different block. I'm doing that later. Once I'm actually filling holes. Okay, so this is the entrance. Please move that out a little further. Okay, what do we do with this? The way it is right now, it's obviously not very layered. I don't think the thing I want to do with this city is building it layered. I don't think I like that. We could also move the entire city down just a little bit. So that sounds stupid. No, let's do it differently instead. Yeah, I have an idea. Um, take out elevation, flatten. Let's flatten all of this up. Oh yeah, I have the Y limit way too high again. This is why I always changed the Y limit. Okay. Okay, so if we have this, we build houses in here, and we have some houses, maybe a tower at this very end. And you see how I have built a staircase in the lowest district right here that leads the layer upwards. Let's do the same thing over here. Yeah, make it a little bit more sharp. Nope, that was the wrong. I wish I could make it even sharper, like as sharp as the fall off says right here. Wait, what if I increase the rate? Oh, oh no, it's just, is it just the speed? I think it's just the speed. Let's keep it at 8. Flatten smoothing 0. Oh, this is what I've been searching for. Okay, yeah, like this is Axiom. You have all the tools you need, you just don't know it yet. Okay, let's be careful. Let's actually change the rate up so that it's easier to look at. Okay, yeah, this is what I've been trying to do. Fine, and finally. Um, and I think I want the staircase to actually go behind one building. So let's say, of course, this is the middle district. They have a lot more space, so this can actually be 4 blocks. We don't need much more because at that point it would start to look weird. Let's say we have a 4-block staircase right here that leads to this point, and from here on out we can change the direction just a little bit. Okay, and now it's time to get out the yellow wool again. What I meant by having the staircase be behind the house is like this close behind. A house standing right here. Now we just need to be careful because of the roof. Maybe if I do leave a little bit of space, we could use that as a sealed off backyard. Yeah, 2 blocks, so we have if the roof extends by 1 block, then there's still 1 block in between, which would be enough for railing. And yeah, okay. Or do we go fancy and build a very big railing like this? We could do that. But anyways, it's going to fit no matter how I do it. And if not, then we can just move the houses around. Okay, and it's totally fine to have these houses extend into walls. We could also use that as a mechanic to have the houses have individual staircases that may lead upwards, or what do I know. At this time, with building this, I want to leave a lot less space for open air. Not like this, as you can see, there's probably more streets than there's houses. That just seems like very inefficient city building to me. Yeah, maybe one house straight into this wall. We have more than enough room inside of this wall. Maybe I should actually plan some of the street for now. Okay, let's get to this layer. Yeah, let's clear out the entire inventory. I don't even know what is going on anymore. Okay, if you so desperately want to survive, then I'm just going to remove you by hand. Sorry if I seem a little bit impatient today. I am not impatient. I just want to get things done and move on. Because we've been working on the city for a very long time now. And I feel like I need to not take a break from this, but actually finish it. Yeah. Oh wait, let's not waste so much space. Let's do it the same way I did in the lowest district. And build the roads like this. So yeah, I want one block of air next to the houses. At least one block. And the rest can be filled. Also, I want to have a proper view. I want the player to be able to see part of the staircase from the city entrance. So we need to keep this in a straight line free. Yeah, what if I just build the house into the wall? What if I build all the houses into walls? That could work. Okay. Yeah, I believe the way I am building this right now, we might actually need to go and make a new house design. I don't think this is going to work out. Um, no, this can stay stone. Okay, and maybe if the player isn't able to see the staircase, but at least have a vision or be able to see the very back row of houses in any way, that would honestly be enough. Okay, and let's have this be a street as well, so we actually already have no space at all. Because it would be like this, not even this. Okay, this is not great. Let's remove the street block. Oh, that was lower the radius. I do wonder why there is a smoothness option right here if we already have fall-off patterns that I can select that are naturally smooth. Okay. No, I don't like this. This doesn't look very natural. The first houses are fine. They totally are. Everything after that doesn't feel natural right now. Let's retry that. Also, what if we don't leave 5 blocks for road? Or do we? Wait, let me... I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. Okay, so if this is the road, we need to do some testing. If players come in, or if people come in into the city, um let's not say players, but people, like people living in the city outside of gameplay. So if people come into the city and this is the first thing they see, what are the things that you would want to have in your entrance that may want or may make people want to stay here? I mean, it is supposed to look very cozy from my taste. We could also let me try something. If we instead go a long way for this road and then kind of make our way over here and maybe have some side streets. Like going here, one going here, and this is obviously an entrance to a building, so uh, now we have space for a building right here. And we could also technically go behind. Oops. Yeah, okay, we can make this look better later. Not on my priority list. And maybe if we have some kind of looping design. Ooh, this is not good. Let's get extrude out again. Okay. Okay, so these streets are obviously connected now. So there is space in here to place whatever we need. And I think just limiting this to one house might be a little bit weird. So why don't we build a little in-between section and connect the houses at the top. Oh, would that be nice? I don't even know. I'm just making stuff up as I build. Maybe if we just ignore the world building for a little bit and pay more attention to the city looking nice instead of making a lot of sense. Okay, I like the idea behind this, but I don't think this is a proper execution. But I also don't want to have this as one gigantic house. Or do I? I mean, it is still the middle district, so the houses are going to be much bigger. Okay, I'm just sticking with the size for now, and we can change it later. And these houses actually can connect. I need it to be even. Otherwise, I can't sleep at night. Okay. Now we can connect this. And we have some space for another building right here. And now, how about... Do I put something right in front? I mean, we do have a marketplace right here, so having a marketplace at the entrance might not be great. And also, oh yeah, I forgot. I scouted out the lime wool and I wanted to build some towers that indicate the city entrance. How big should these be? And what size should they have? It should be an uneven number. Yes, an uneven number. So we have 3, 4, and 3 again. Two with 7. And we need another one on this side. And this can actually extend right next to or even into the building. Why not? That could be an interesting idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fits perfectly. Okay, if these are the 2 city gate towers, then we would have... Wait, let me get my ruler out. That would mean that the city wall is diagonal. What is circle? Or is it? Oh yeah. That is wonderful. But I don't think I like the circle algorithm they are using. This is more of like an 8-sided shape, not really a circle. This one as well. This is not a circle. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to see what circle mode does. Now I know. Okay, so let's... Okay, so it would be 2... Oh, no, this is actually too quick. What if we go with 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3? Fits perfectly. Nice. Okay, so this is the city entrance. We need an entrance way, so a... Maybe we could also... Okay, wait, I have a better idea. What if we actually get rid of the yellow and the blue wool? Oops. Oh, come on. Freehand draw, it can't be this hard. Okay. I don't think I want the city wall to be diagonal. So let's move this tower back. and extend it into the ground. Yes. Which means we have space, enough space for one house in here. Okay, and this could be a nice, yeah. And for the entrance, do we leave it a little bit more open, or do we actually do something with this? Okay, maybe this could be fun. Maybe a small tower. A clock tower maybe that shows the time, or I don't know. And the rest right here could be open. Yeah, let's try that out. Let's try that out and see how it might fit. And now if the player goes... Or do we just start building? Yeah, what I wanted originally to talk about, I just remembered. Yeah, I wanted to talk about something else on my stream starting screen. The clips that I am doing right now, I am building or cutting clips from the previous stream, so or from the stream that from the last stream. That was the word. Um, so last stream was building this fortress, and it was also the clip that I made, or the short. And sometimes I believe with projects like this, I'm not going to be able to finish in one stream. I might need some filler clips. And I do have some fillers prepared right now. Not cut it, but I have ideas. But I don't want to use them too soon, because I believe there will be projects in the future that are much bigger, that will take a lot more, or that where I might need a lot more filler content. I don't know how big I want to plan for now. If we just build this part now and the upper part next stream, and then one more stream for the fortress, or maybe I can squeeze it in somewhere else. Then we also still have the path to the fortress. And for saying that I don't want to waste time, I am wasting an amazing amount of time right now. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, we need to find a style to build on. These houses are fine, but not for what I want to do. So let's get back here. This is more of like a upper class kind of building, I believe. Okay. We need blocks. How are the houses going to look? But this time I want to plan a little bit more with the idea that they are run down, because the city has been empty for a long time. So let's say this is our house. No interesting shape, I know, but it has to serve a purpose for now. Let's say this is our house. Um, let's actually use stems as, yeah, as I forgot how to talk, I'm sorry. Oh, damn. It is still in a way very exhausting to speak in a different language. Even though I do like it now, it is still exhausting. And when I forget words, it can also be a real pain to try to remember while talking. And yeah, that is annoying. Also, I'm very tired again. Let's not use the gradients here. Well, we can use them, but in a different way, maybe not the way it is right now. Okay, these houses are supposed to look a little better, not too run down, but I think it also kind of depends on the size of the building, how well it looks. Um, okay, challenge for me, leave tough out of this. I know I am using it too much. Not just a lot, too much. Sorry if you were able to hear that. That was my chair. Um, let's try to. Oh, what was that? Let's try to build with concrete. Uh, no tough. And the side, yeah, right. Okay, I want to take these blocks and just try to see what I can do with them. If we build a foundation out of cobblestone, that foundation could be mixed with stone bricks. Also, how do I feel about the idea of having the wooden stems be inside the building instead of next to it? I mean, this is a very lazy approach to building depth, but it works every time for a reason. Oh wait, what if we don't have a found or not have any stems at all? Let me think for a moment. Uh, we do still need a roof though. Okay, let's just stack these blocks up a little bit. Have maybe a 2-block foundation. Or would that be too fancy? Do we even have the space for that? No, absolutely not. But if I just stack these up and put a roof on top, I mean, it worked for this building. Who says it's not going to work for this one? Let's build a gradient brush. Wait. Wait. Axiom is suggesting blocks? Seriously? I didn't know that. Refresh. Oh, okay, this is actually a game changer. This could change a lot. I didn't know that. Okay. This doesn't look too bad. Oh, never mind. I don't want to have suspicious gravel in here. How did I not see it? Let's take that out. Test instance block. That is wild. Now I do think Acacia would. I just deleted my Acacia wood. Acacia would. I'm just not learning. I keep repeating my mistakes over and over again. Yeah, I don't know about that. I should have maybe pre-built some stuff. This is a mess, I know. This stream might as well be a nothing stream right now. I'll just do it in here. To get myself a better view, maybe. See how it might look in the finished product. Okay, so if we have a bunch of stone blocks down here and we kind of stack them up a little bit. I do still want to have some wood in here though. Wood is a fantastic block. But having the stems on the outside just takes too much space. And putting it on the inside means that the building looks flat. Yes, you can work around that, but let me think. Hold up. I have an idea. I have an amazing idea. Let's only use andesite for now, and polished andesite. And this is still not wood, I know. But using similar colored blocks as foundation, or not foundation, but stems, can work very well. Because I know that because I have done it before. And I don't know how this idea didn't come to my mind earlier. Also, we still need a mossy look because this is a rundown city. So let's build a gradient from andesite to moss and let's just see what Axiom gives me. Because I want to test. A bunch of good blocks, actually. But not quite it. Okay, I built the... Wait, we do have this right here, and I think I've also used it in a lighter setting. Yes. Let's do that. Okay. Take these 3 blocks. Find a nice way to place them. Then we can take some broken up stone blocks. Cobblestone is always great for that. Cracked stone brick is always great for that. And that is too noisy. But we are going in the right direction. Maybe if we take some normal stone instead. Yes, yes. I don't want to have the mouse pad right here, but let's keep this pattern in mind. And in terms of roof, I would still like to have it a little bit more blue, but I think it is exactly that blue that is so out of place. We could try to go with weathered copper or exposed copper, maybe a mix of both. Let's just build it out of 1 block for now, and we can figure the rest out from there on out. But it looks a little bit too gray. And I also, for the streets, I wanted to have another very grayish block. And I believe this would start to look a little bit too gray. Yes. Of course, tough would be the perfect block again. Because it is still gray, but it also has some green and some brown in it. Color picker still... Yeah, I didn't update. Where should it be fixed? Okay. Maybe if you take some... Not spruce, but oak. Because actually, these two go incredibly well together. I pivot. Let's go for wooden stems again. And just see what comes around. I do still need a darker block. Honestly, the polished andesite could fit. Uh, what if I, just out of curiosity, What if I build a double roof kind of thing? But that would probably be a little bit over the top, right? Also, I'm not sure what this fits in with this. No, that's not it. This is not it. In general, I think this roof is not it. Do we try this again? But this time only 2 blocks for the roof, not 3. And I fear that it might look too fancy. I kind of this this very flat roof style kind of very much grew on me. And with this entire city being supposed to feel very fallen apart, we do need a new one though. I cannot copy it again. This is deep slate. So that's okay. Let's get the deep slate out. I don't want to have it to look too fancy. I just decided that. Yeah, no, the blue is definitely killing it a lot. Maybe mossy cobblestone. Would that be weird? To have a roof out of mossy cobblestone? And maybe even stone bricks. I'm middle mouse clicking again. Oh, I don't know. Today is not my day. I need to be honest. This is not it. Um, let's just try to fill in as much as possible. Which is not the correct mindset, I know. But maybe it will get me new ideas. I'm not even using the right wood block. Yeah, I think this is the point where it becomes very obvious that I'm more of a environmental builder, not a city builder. Also doesn't help that I am again very tired. I don't know why I stayed up so long this night. Usually I go to go to sleep if like an hour earlier than I did today. But today I still woke up the same time as usual, which means I only got like 7 hours of sleep, which for me sadly doesn't work anymore. Um, Alright, this house gets moved one because I want it to be even, or not even, exactly odd number. Oh wait, I removed the entire gradient. Right, my bad. Now only polished andesite, and let's make all of this polished andesite, because if I put in the other blocks now, I would also be affecting the wall, like the mountains, when using a gradient painter. Okay. And the gradient is simple. Mask surface off. Why is it on default? Okay, I think I can turn this. I, I don't even know. I'm not going to comment on it anymore. I think this is proof that I am not here 100 with 100% of my brain. Okay, this itself looks fine. Let's outline everything. I would still love to be able to get a shout out today. Oh, I mean for today's stream. This is not a project that has to be multiple streams. And if it is, that is totally on me. But I would still like to avoid that. And now we already know about how this is supposed to look, so get rid of the red wool. Okay, okay. So right now everything looks very samey. Which makes sense because all of the buildings use exactly the same patterns and blocks. Let me get some inspiration from my own builds. Oh. Yeah, so what makes this part unique is that due to its broken down nature, there is a lot more variation between the builds because of different patterns of blocks and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe what I'm bad at is not building cities, but building cities that are that are not broken. So maybe if I say, okay, let's scrap all of the ideas of this being a middle district, and it's all lower district now. Let me get a wall out. Well, lower district in not really, but in a way. Oh, I have the urge to just delete all of this right now. Today is not my day, and okay, you know what? I'm going to log in, which means I'm going to shut up. And probably stand still for a long time. Not because I'm AFK, but because I'm closing my eyes to think about something. Also, I believe limiting myself to not use tough is a stupid idea. I'm going to use tough, and if you disagree, go cry about it or something. I don't know. But this is still too much tough, I am aware. No, I cannot see the sliders. I am just kind of guessing where they are. Searching for a very greenish blue. So RGB, if you don't know, it's red, green, blue, and where these sliders are just determine how much of each of these colors is going to be in here. So very greenish blue has a lot of green, as you can see here. My mouse is around here, so it's close to the end, and blue somewhere here. So yeah. What is shade? Is this shade? Oh, this is saturation. This is shade, okay. Could also just update my axiom, but I'm not doing that on stream, so how do you mix brown? Is it not all of them very samey and then all of them on full? No, that's just white and all of them here. Oh, it's all of them very dark. Okay, okay. So all of them dark, but a little bit more blue. Max purple. So that doesn't work. Oh no, less blue. Okay, I see. So more blue isn't any more brown. Oh, the house is even in size. That's better. And maybe I should have paid more attention to that in the first place. But now we're already here, so well. Wait, did it give me the same block twice? That's messed up. Okay, did I cook? Did locking in actually work? Because I believe it did. Still needs some work, but okay, let me stay logged in because this is working right now. Sorry for the silence, but I explained why. Actually, let me maybe type that in chat for anyone who's coming in right now. And pin the message until I unpin it. All right. And make it so that I don't see it. Hide for self. But let's continue. Oh, I need to stop middle mouse clicking. What block was it? This one. No, it wasn't. What block was it? What did I remove? Help. Help. What block did I remove? Stop it. No. No, this was definitely not it. Hold up. That makes no sense. No, we already have a dead coral block. Hello, welcome in chat. I am very locked into building right now, so sorry if I'm a little bit more quiet. But it's nice to see you here. Welcome. I am building a city and need to figure out a design for this house or for the houses in general. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I need to find a grayish block that fits in with moss. What could it be? Maybe even if I go for stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, does that work? That maybe too much stone. Acacia wood is very nice for that, maybe. Yeah, that works, to be honest. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm more of an environmental builder. I build more nature stuff. So this is very challenging for me. This is noisy, I know. But I think just the noisiness is, in a way, part of my building style. I think I know how to make it not look too hard on the eyes at this point. Let's just keep going. I like this design. I think locking in did work. Though I am not quite finished yet. Let's paint everything in polished andesite again. And then just go over it with the noise brush. Oops. Oh no. Stop. It's snow. Oh no. Oh my god. Why? Axiom. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. I get it. No, to be honest, I don't get it. What is going on? Sorry for pressing one button. Thanks for deleting it all without giving me an option to redo it, even though I do have a redo button. I mean, you could blame it on me because why did I press undo? But still. Hold up. Oh, never mind, I cannot really speed this up right now. This needs to be done by hand. If I don't want to paint the mountains. Wait, no, that's correct. Okay, and look, while we're at it, why not do the same with the roof? Oh, that's annoying that it undid all of that. Why? Just why? What's the point? Oh no, this is the roof design. I was confused for a moment. I know, I think I actually want it to be a little bit more noisy. Let's go for a letter design and copy these 3 blocks in using the gradient help. Oh, come on, why do you put it in the painter? I want it in the noise. Oh, okay, it's okay. I'll just set it up myself. Not that much work. Oh, what if I go for white noise? Honestly, that is more like it. Yeah, that's slightly better. Why not? At this point, I'm just going with it. Okay, and this time let's not press S control Y. I just wanted to test if it's really control Y, and I did risk it right after saying that I'm not going to press it. Okay, let's make oh no. Okay, look. I need to oh no. Um Even better idea. Oh, not just the wood, please. Oh, come on. Yeah, as I thought. As I thought. Okay, because all of these houses have different heights, so if I leave them on the same height, that uh, doesn't really work. This tower, for example, is going to be a lot bigger, like this. Or do I remove it completely? Is the tower necessary? Or is it just a waste of space? I remove it for now and rebuild it if I need to. Or if I feel like it would fit. But right now I don't think that it would be very nice. These houses are all already very tall. Give me a moment, my nose is running. Okay, and now I need to log in and finish this entire city now. Like, unironically, I want to get this done. That was too big. Two, maybe, just? I know these houses are not even, don't even have all their walls placed, but I'm painting them in right now anyways, just so that the outside look is done. But that makes no sense, there's a tower in the way. Yeah, well, everyone, what if I'm extra lazy today? Just to get the picture in, and I can deal with the noise later. Don't worry, I'm not going to let this quality of this map suffer because I want to get it done. That is not going to happen, but I do want to speed things up for now and then fix them properly later. Oh, this tower doesn't really fit in, to be honest. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to start the shot somewhere around here then. Hey, Migamo. I'm building the roof right there again. Why? Okay. Let's stack this up and paint stuff in. Right. But this still needs a roof though. I cannot leave it open like that. Oops. Oh, where did I place these blocks? Okay. Okay, that is a fine view for now. I can keep it that way. That would be totally fine for me. Oh wait, no, that's correct. My bad. Okay, I might actually extend today's stream. Get this done. I am so logged in right now. Okay, that's correct. Let's get to the roof. I'll copy all the blueprints for now because, oh, reconnecting to chat. Did something crash? Everything all right? Okay, no, seems to be okay. It was just my phone. I hope so at least. Okay, this is city roof. Oh no, it's not city roof. It's city Roof outline. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thanks for letting me know. And this is going to be the normal city roof. Okay, with that we have three more presets, and I need city roof outline. Apply this mask, and well, I need to also apply it to noise painter, and I believe, yeah, my presets don't work for the noise painter. But that's fine for now. Wait, why did I even copy it into my gradient painter when building with the noise painter is all I do right now for these houses? City roof outline. Okay, let me save all of this again. City cannot type roof. Okay, nothing else, just roof. That's correct. No, it's not. I forgot a block. Wait, I didn't forgot a block. It's Axiom is doing stuff again. Go for it. It's actually easy to get into these tools and learn how to use them, and you can make some incredible stuff in basically no time. Of course, you still need to, yeah, you still have some of the Minecraft jank, and I'm not making it very easy for myself right now, but yeah, go for it. No reason not to try it out at least. Yeah, yeah. But I could actually turn this one off and on, and now the gravel doesn't move anymore. Oh yeah. This is no updates. It just prevents Minecraft from sending any kinds of updates to notify the game of or that it needs to take any specific actions. Which means you can do some pretty funny stuff, like this, for example. This is a very light example, but yeah. I still need it in my inventory though. Okay. And some noise down here. So maybe in there. This is still very empty. I believe I can do something with this. Also, I've not built any of the noise. Well, maybe I don't need to build noise for this, for the wooden beams, to be honest. They're fine the way they are. Okay, but I do still think I want to place something between here. What have I done for the other buildings? Ah, yes. Yes, I remember. Okay, that's pretty simple, to be honest. Which means I only need a half, no, just a slab, not called half slabs in Minecraft. And I already have a trapdoor. So now I just need to... Maybe if I place it the other way around, that could be better. No, it's both doesn't really fit. We've already tried fence gates, but they blend in too well. But maybe looking from down below? No. Maybe if I mix in some normal fences again. It's not bad. Not bad. Actually, I do want to try placing trapdoors at the top and at the bottom. Maybe that could help for some additional depth. Okay, if you're doing that, then please tell me how it tastes. I do want to know. I mean, pineapple taste is not bad. Just don't know how it would mix with meat. It could be interesting. Ah yes, and some leaves, because I cannot stop myself from using leaves. Using is the word. Maybe down here this time, because this is the spot that is most empty. Wait, maybe I could place a small custom tree in this tower area. So it is even numbers, so there isn't really a middle. No, I'll find a way to make it fit if I do it. Wait, let me try placing, what was it? Where do I have the block? I can just search it up. Mangrove wood. Yeah, some mangrove wood can definitely help in here. Okay, I need to stop spamming my toggle replace button. Replace mode button. Okay. Hey, these get very close, but I don't think that's a problem yet. Okay, this stream was a very rough start. I basically did nothing for the first yeah, almost hour, maybe even 1.5 hours. And then I said, okay, screw it, I am not making any progress. So let me log in And then I said nothing for a good while and just tried stuff out. And now it's all good again. Yeah, this is definitely one of the easiest to use and quickest to use things in Axiom. And you can speed up your building process so incredibly much. It's actually crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, now I have no updates turned on, which also means that the fences are not connecting until I turn it off and give them an update. So yeah, this is one of the downsides of having no updates on constantly. So you definitely need to find a balance for yourself. Oh wait, hold up. My pattern broke again. Or not it broke, but I copied it wrong. Let's do it again. City to roof outline. Okay, that is good. Oh no, wait, I forgot the raptors on the bottom. And unsurprisingly, I also forgot the ones on the top. Okay. Some dirt down here. Oh yes, moss patches, right. There cannot be a single building without a moss patch. Because if there is, I didn't build it. It's that simple. But I would like to find a way to switch this pattern up a little bit, so it doesn't look too copy and pasted every time. Yeah, maybe if I let it run down the side of the walls maybe a little bit. That could work. I'll do that for the next building. And next house. Oh, did I mess up again? Yep, this is an even number. Because I refuse to count when building. And I always regret afterwards. But then it's already too late. Oh no. Yeah, I replaced the wrong block. Hey, didn't I... Or did it copy wrong? Wait, what? Am I just incapable of copying the correct pattern? Or did Axiom mess something up? To be honest, I believe it's the first one, but well. I think this is definitely this works very well as a way to have the same building style of very rundown old rusty houses with a lot of lush colors and a lot of greenery, while still making it look like it's a more rich class of the city. These buildings definitely have a lot more interesting structures, are a lot bigger, have more pretty blocks. But they are still just as run down and built in the same style as these houses back here. And that is what I was struggling with for such a long time, and now I'm very glad that I was actually able to pull that off properly. Yeah, finally, I mean, building itself is one thing, but building in one style and keeping that style consistent and yeah, exactly that is a whole nother thing that can be very, very challenging. Especially if you're like me and I build in a lot of different styles all over my maps. Also because simply because they are built over a very long time span in which my building habits change all the time. And yeah, this is supposed to be mossy on the walls now, which also means that it's broken down a lot. Which also might actually mean that I need a few more new blocks in my inventory. Or do I? I mean the... Oh no, I don't, actually. This fits in perfectly to both with wood and stone. So no need to find any new blocks, which I'm very glad about right now. Yeah, this moss patch could also extend into a small patch of mud. Let me copy some of the blocks over. Because we are already working a lot with mud, so let's keep it going. Honestly, maybe having this hard cut from very lush green to very dark blue purplish color. That could work very well. Let me remove all of the red wool for now. Just so we can. Oh no, I still have my gradient painter in. Yeah, to be honest, this works perfectly fine. Oops, my bad. One moment, my nose is itching. Oh no, I deleted the mangas. I didn't even notice. Don't worry, I'm going to add a few more of those later. But not now. If I reveal where they are, they're no longer hidden, right? Uh, no, I'm not building a memorial for an Among Us pattern. And maybe actually also having some leaves drip down to the floor would be nice. Yeah. Do you mean that in the way that you can place these textures in your inventory of blocks onto signs? That would honestly be very nice. So you can already kind of do that. I mean, you can cheat it by building an item display, which, oh wait, it places the full block. Why can I not? But well, you can do that in a way by doing exactly that. But if I take item display, head, GUI, ground, fixed. Okay, let's use GUI. Oh, it rotates it correctly. Okay, but you could technically do that and make it very small and flat. As you can see, you can make it flat. And then just place that onto a sign. So technically you could do it already, but and adding text on a block is definitely possible with the entity displays. I can also remove the background if I want to, but that is already in the game. Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be very nice if I could add full blocks onto signs, like the GUI element of them. I would take that, definitely. Text, I don't think we need, but blocks, definitely. That would be very helpful. I want to cut this house back a little bit. Although that wouldn't really work with the way it is set up right now. Maybe, okay, I know that's a lot, but maybe if I make this like a little cafe, you know, where you might have some tables and chairs out here where you can sit and drink your coffee. That would work. I don't actually know what it's called in English, but I'm sure you get what I mean. Do not put sugar in coffee. That is not a question. It's an order. I am not joking about that. You might be laughing. I am not. I am dead serious. No, I am laughing, but you get the point. Don't even think about it. Yeah. Very, very thin ice. I don't even know if that saying works in English. Let's just act like it does. I mean, obviously it works, but I mean in the way, or if it is something that is frequently said in English, in a way that it is saying the same way it would be in German. Okay, perfect. I was not sure for a moment. It does sound very fitting though. So I guess it makes sense. Okay, then have fun playing Apex, and yeah, thanks for sticking around. And okay, bye, Mikamo. And for me, even though stream time is almost over, I want to keep going and just finish this part of the city today. It's not much anymore, and I believe extending by 10-20 minutes is completely doable for me. Means that rendering is probably going to get very close if oh no, wait, I cut the uploading part out, so yeah, I actually do have a lot more time for streaming. still not optimal because my I don't have much space left on my PC. I could actually go ahead and delete some of the VODs that I've made clips for already. But I'm kind of worried that I am going to delete some of them and then notice that I still need them for some other footage. And so I've been contemplating on actually deleting them and making some space on my PC. Because what if I delete them now and then I want to make a big effort video on YouTube, like a 10-20 minutes video, and then I want to use footage from that exact VOD that I've deleted. And now I have to get back, download the clip again from YouTube because Twitch doesn't save them anymore. And it's just a whole nother act. And downloading stuff from YouTube is also it takes so long. It just doesn't finish downloading. And yes, that is something that I'm definitely worrying about. Deleting something and then immediately noticing that I still need it. Well, not even immediately. What if some days have passed? I mean, Twitch does save VODs for a few days. But what if I reach that point where it deletes the VOD and then I need it? This is what I'm fearing. Because then we have this entire situation again of the secret area. This one that I have, where I've built, where I've lost a lot of the footage actually. Not because I, well, what do I mean? Not because yes, because I deleted it. And now I need it. I have actually gone back and screen recorded some of the YouTube VODs. But YouTube, yeah, it's kind of janky and you can definitely see the quality fall off. Because YouTube has like this very strict quality settings. And if you don't use YouTube Premium, which you shouldn't, I mean, it's your thing to decide, of course. Like, but I believe we shouldn't support YouTube until they actually fix their platform and show that they care about their consumers. But that's a whole different topic. What I was about to say, YouTube's normal video quality, especially for gaming and Minecraft. Minecraft especially because Minecraft doesn't have any depth of field. Oh no, that's not it. Was it? What was it? Quality fall off. What is the setting called? Level of detail. That is it. Minecraft doesn't have any level of detail, so every block always gets rendered at its full with its full texture. Not for me because I have some mods installed that actually fix some of that, but it's still not perfect. And it means that Minecraft videos on YouTube look a lot worse because if they render all the textures in the background that you can hardly see anyways, and YouTube then compresses it with their YouTube bitrate, then it looks so bad. It's just a mush in the background. Yeah, and so downloading or screen recording, especially screen recording, is even worse because you usually lose even more quality while doing that. Yeah, so you usually don't want that. But I think I'll just have to risk it and hope that I don't need these VODs later anymore. Because I really do not have the space on my drive anymore to keep all of these recordings on there. I could also get a new one, but I don't have the money for that right now. So even if I were to do that, until a new drive, until I'm actually able to buy a new drive, mine is already full twice probably. So that's not an option right now. But yeah, I guess it's not that bad. If I've already made a short and it is maybe a smaller stream where I built one thing that I don't know, I can find a way to fix that, but usually it's not bad. But I'm still very scared to delete anything. Because what if I need it? You know, it's the same situation with items in video games again, with consumables. What if you need them later? And then you store them in your inventory until the game is over. Congrats. Yeah. Looking at it from that perspective, it would definitely make sense to just finally get rid of some of them. But I do also hope that you get why I'm scared to do that. Because it is a scary move. And what if? You know, what if? Okay, we need some moss. In general, some of these houses are still very empty from the top. I think in some cases it's fine. Doesn't need to have something all the time. Oh wait, I also forgot all of the roof extra stuff. Fences. Yeah. I should definitely get like a very big HDD for myself. Right now I have a 1 terabyte HDD where I store all my record or all my thoughts. And 1 terabyte is a good amount. Especially like one stream is maybe 25 gigabytes big, which means I have enough. But now 1 month, more than a month has passed where I don't even know when I started. We're probably close to 2 months now of streaming. And I right now, I think I'm on 500 gigabytes of download or VODs. But the HDD I'm using is not only for VODs. I also have some backups on there that no chance that I'm going to delete any of that. Very, very important backups. And those also take 500 gigabytes. So, well, not 500, 400. So I have like roughly 100 gigabytes left, which means I have maybe 4 streams with luck. If all of them are now only 25 or less gigabytes big. Which, let's be honest, they're most likely going to be a little bit bigger. Yeah, but don't worry about my recording being or breaking or something. I record onto my SSD and then port the recording over. Because my SSD is not even close to being full. And so I can be sure that I do not run out of space while recording. That is very important. Okay. Yeah, some more moss, please. In here, we could actually place some coarse dirt. I don't have any on me right now, but and then we need a street lamp design, definitely. Okay, for the shot, I think I want to take this path down here, so... Oh, you can definitely see that this is open, though. Let's... okay, I still wanted to move this house a little bit. Make a little bit more space. You can still see it a little bit. But that's not too bad. I can just improvise a quick... I want to make everything ready for a shot, and then we are going to properly finish this area up next stream. And... well, next stream we will have the same gamble again, because I don't know what next stream's shot is going to be. And you could argue that I'm stressing too much about this. And I am. I totally am. I'm not even trying to deny that. But it is also very important to me that I keep this up. That I keep my performance up, that I make sure that content is actually releasing. Yeah, because this has been a lifelong goal to get. Oh well, we are not at that point yet, but if I keep going, I believe it will be very possible, and I am not considering about delaying that any further, especially because I don't really have that time anymore. So we will keep going, I will keep stressing, and eventually it will all pay out. And don't worry, like I'm still having a lot of fun with this. Like it's not that I'm not having fun doing it. It is a lifelong goal after all, not like a task that I need to complete. But I do love streaming, I do love talking, even if it's just to myself, and I do love making progress on projects. And so there's nothing to worry about. I don't think I'm going to get burned out on streaming. Because streaming is the thing that got me out of my burnout in the first place. And it is also in a way very, very easy. Like, yes, it is definitely a challenge to keep the commentary up and keep talking, and but sometimes you, as I've already proven, you can also have some quiet moments, and that's okay. Sometimes you just need to focus. And that is totally fine. Okay, so it would be nice if we can get a little pattern in here. Let me maybe take letter 50% andesite on stone. Oh well, maybe let's box select. Fly all the way over here. Select all of the stone and noise paint that. Yeah, doesn't affect the buildings. Okay, so now we have some noise in the street design, which is nice. Also a very light noise, so nothing too much. I am getting hungry. I should eat. Okay, and I want to build a mud spot right here. Well, to be honest, uh, I don't know. Okay, let's just keep it for now because we don't really have the time to add a lot more. I do still want to have street lamps though. So let's come up with a quick street lamp design. And for 100% tall torches and lanterns. Um, what blocks? I know a lot of functional blocks are used for. Yeah, grindstones are nice. Lodestones. Let's just take the blocks and find something to do with them. Of course, walls. I take cobblestone, mossy cobblestone. We need slabs. Let's get polished andesite. No, we have a little bit. How did I not notice? Let's do that really quick. Okay, fine. Well, no, we don't have too much polished andesite, so that's something that we can take. Chiseled stone bricks. Amazing block. Okay, let's just try it out. And note I'm coming up with this design out of nowhere right now, so it will probably be very janky. How are we using the grindstone? Are we even using the grindstone? This could also be a design. Let's use some pale signs. Maybe. That's not enough. Let's find the iron trapdoor. Okay, we can go with 2 street lamp designs, to be honest. Okay, let's place some of these, and I actually have no idea how street lamps are actually placed. Not like that, definitely. But let me maybe actually perhaps place all of them manually. This gives me a little bit more control over how I place them. Could also place them diagonally in that case, like this. Okay, I want one right here. And I want a double street lamp somewhere over here, I believe. Maybe right in the middle. There is no middle. What am I even expecting at this point? Maybe I should move it closer. Closer to this building. So it would fit a one street lamp better, I would think. Yeah, maybe right here. Oh, that's too close to the next one. And this one can go right here. To be honest, this isn't too bad. Like, yeah, the street definitely is not done yet. Okay, we have the time. We have the time. Um, that's too noisy. Maybe this. Yeah, better. And I want another one right next to it. Maybe some cobblestone around them. Okay, it does look a lot more complete now. And just because I want to, let's add a little bit more leaves down the street actually. And maybe some windows would be okay as well. If we take the trapdoor approach from the lower district again. What if I just other way around? Yeah, you cannot really look inside during the shot. Oh. Okay, oh, we still need stairs, right? Otherwise this wouldn't be complete. Let's use stone bricks and stone brick stairs for the railing. Okay. Now just so this is complete, let's actually take this different colored block. Yeah, we still need a little bit for the other side. Or maybe I just go with trapdoors. Okay, so let's turn on shaders and then we are done, I believe. Make it day again because it's easier to see. Okay, this is actually 2-day. 500. Oh, that is nice. Okay, and slash tick rate, let's halve it. Okay. And wait, right direction camera. Maybe that's even too fast. Let's try it a second time with 8. Oh yeah, that is better. Yeah, and with that, with 23 minutes overtime, we have finished. Not really finished, but you get what I mean. We have done most of this, and next stream, this is actually going to be properly built and finished up. And then we still have the upper part. And don't worry, these houses are still not going to go to waste. And even if I don't use them on this map, I am going to copy them into my blueprints and find a use for them somehow, someday. But yeah, oh wait, you can see the flying houses during the... Okay, let's actually, I don't want that, maybe. Though it does definitely show very well that this map is a work in progress. But let's not make it too obvious, right? Ooh, that is very close. Okay, we have 2 moss blocks and a piece of grass. And I'm going to move all of this. Where am I moving it? Well, not in my... Yeah, just over there. That's fine. Anything else flying around? No? Good. Well, yes. Okay, one more time, and then we are done for today. Wasted enough time. Yeah, but as you can see, once I actually log in and I get started on building instead of finding the blocks and stuff like that, once I actually start building and I do it, we can build some incredible stuff in just an hour. Like, this entire city has basically just cost us like, well, yeah, 1.5 hours now. But yeah, it shows again that the building part itself is not the hard one. It is deciding on blocks and patterns to use. If you know what you're doing, this should all go very quickly. It's the beginning deciding part that is really giving a lot of struggle. But yeah, I do love this design now. It is very cozy. Just what I was trying to do. And yeah, so we have extended for 26 extra minutes, and I want to leave it at that and not waste any more space on my hard drive. Next stream is going to be on Thursday from 4 to 7 p.m. Central European Time. If you want to know when that is in your time zone, please look at my schedule tab on Twitch. And until then, I hope you have a great night, day, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you next time. Bye.